You live. Football game. Nah, we're not watching football over here. At least not right now. Hey, Maddie. Hold on. I think, oh, we could throw some music up in here. Party hopping around. Everybody just have a good time. Everyone knows it is alright. Shake that. Why is not letting me? Ah. Okay, it's fine. I'm waiting on my co-host. Um, but today we have a special guest. Uh, she's a relative. I sent her the request, so I'm just waiting for her to see if she's going to jump on. Uh, um, but it's been a week since the last time we spoke, everybody. The Coco Aries is there. Hey, Aunt Renee. Hey, Auntie. But yeah, it's been a week since we last spoke. This week has been full of new experiences, growth, um, just good week, really. If I'm being honest. Uh, but today's topic that I wanted to talk about is co-parenting and what it looked like for me growing up, what it looks like now, what I want it to look like, or what I would like for it to look like for my kids when they decide to have children. Love you too, Auntie. For those who are here, if you can just share, like. That's all we ask for here. All love. Um, we all benefit from this because this is a safe space for everybody. Um, but yeah, co-parenting. Um, it's not for the weak. It ain't easy. Oh, here come my co-host. Let me see. Is she gonna jump on?
I'm sorry for being late.
It's all good, Lola. It's all good. You here? Um, uh, as I was saying, topic was I wanted to talk about was co-parenting. But we do have a special guest coming on, Dolores. We didn't get a chance to talk about it.
It's a fine
Um,
listening. I've been moving around all day.
I
It's
know, I
fine.
know, I know. You've been busy. You've been busy. We all been busy, but I'm hoping that special guest is able to join us. I'm not going to say who they are right now. Just hoping that they get to join, so we can move forward. But co-parenting again, what it looked like for us, what we thought it was, or what it seemed like, and what it looked like for us as adults who have children now, uh, and what we want it to look like for our children as they get older. But it's not for the weak. It's not. It's not something that came with a playbook. It's not something that you're taught. You know what's right. You know that there's communication. There's coming together for the child and stuff like that. But nobody really tells you about the struggles, especially when you're dealing with someone, or even if it is yourself, who doesn't know how to communicate, whether that's uh, keeping up to date with doctor's appointments or special events, or just general information, just trying to come together to raise this child as a whole instead of separately as two individuals. Um, Co-parenting for me, I had to co-parent with two individuals. Um, it's not, or nor was it ever easy in the beginning. Co-parenting with my oldest mother is phenomenal. I mean, I can't even give you a word to describe how great that relationship is. There's nothing that either one of us need or want when it comes to him because we come together as a team to provide for him. And then there's the other. It's been a struggle. It's been a battle. It's a work in progress. I would like to say we aren't where we once were 5 years ago. 3 years ago, 2 years ago. We are. It's a work in progress, and every day I strive to become a better co-parent, and with her with the ones we have together. Um, and but let's talk about what it looked like, what we thought what it was growing up with our parents. I've seen my mother and father. I'm not gonna say what kind of birthdays they came together because not I don't really remember if they ever came together for birthdays, but I've seen where my mother needs something, she reaches out to him, to my pops, and he does it. Like mommy didn't really have to do much of nothing really for us because he took care of a lot of the financial stuff. Whether it was like buying clothes, buying sneakers, taking us out and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure whenever she needed for whatever for us, he did. Again, I don't know what they look like. That's between the two of them, but it looked healthy to me at some point. Now I know it wasn't as healthy in the beginning for them. I know that there was arguing, bickering, fighting, back and forth, hooting and hollering, and I'm not even getting these out. I just know it wasn't always easy. But I do know that the older these kids get, that relationship does become better. It has to. It naturally has to. And if it doesn't, then that means someone somewhere is holding on to something that they need to let go. And it's detrimental to these children because it does absolutely nothing to that child but tell them exactly who the problem is.
Right?
You don't want to know, you don't want your child to go, well, I know for a fact that daddy is doing everything he can because I can see it, I can hear it in his tone and his mannerisms and just how he carry himself. And then they go to mommy house. Again, vice versa. I'm not picking sides here because it could be either or. It could be, daddy's being the bitter, or mommy's being bitter, but, in some cases, and in some cases, it's mostly mom who's kind of making things a little difficult when dad just wants to be that. He wants to be dad. He wants to be a father. He wants to attend a doctor's appointment. He wants to attend the games. He wants to be there. He wants the school to call him instead of calling mommy. And that's and if we were to dive deep into it, we were to go statistically speaking, then that'd hit a lot of homes. But we're not gonna hit statistically speaking. We're not gonna go factual here. We're gonna speak of what we know or our own experiences, and in my experience, um when my little ones come to me, and they're like, "Well, mommy said this, or mommy said that, and mommy said this, mommy said that," and I always go, "That's okay, it's okay. Like, daddy, you're not gonna get that reaction out of daddy. It's okay because there's nothing but love from here." And then I'll just go, "Well, how did it make you feel? You tell me," you know, and uh, and then I help them process that in a different way. Because what I don't want is for them to go through whatever they're going through at home here with me, because it'll be a constant battle for them. They're going to be so confused. They don't know. So somewhere along the lines, one of us has to be the better person. I'm not going to say, one of us has to be the better parent because being a better parent is perception. Oh, y'all, the topic of the day is co-parenting. Um, Again, it's all perception because you can have one individual who is out they're buying all the flashy stuff. They're taking all the trips everywhere. And to the naked eye, it look like this person is parent of the year. But what does that child know? What did you teach that child? What did you teach them? What if you ask your child, that child, how do you feel? Have you taught them how important it is to express their feelings and not bottle it up? Have you taught them to to uh, to communicate their feelings whenever they're feeling angry without having it being pulled from them? Like, just tell me what it is. No, you want to be able to look at your child and go, I did this when they are out there on their own, or when they're talking to someone and someone goes, wow, this child is smart. You want to go, I did that because I taught them something rather than going, I bought that. I bought this and I bought that. Because that means nothing. They're not going to remember that. I was told a saying, uh, an old boss of mine, Michael Fortino, real good friend of mine. I've talked to him in such a long time, but he taught me one thing. He said that children remember more of what you say than what you do.
That's correct.
And they're gonna, yeah, for a brief moment they may remember that you took them to all the amusement parks and stuff like that, but they're gonna always remember what you said though, and they're gonna hold you to that. Well, remember, like they tell me all the time. I told them, I said I'm gonna take them to Liberty Science Center, right? Always forgot to book the tickets, and every day for the last 2-3 months they're like, Daddy, remember you said you're gonna take us to Liberty Science Center? And I go, I said that? For real? I don't remember, but they do because they remember everything you say to them. Like, people think that your words carry no weight, but it does in them. And even to this day, I don't even remember when I said I was going to take the Liberty Science Center, but I did. You want to know why I did? No, I did because they won't forget it. So I know for a fact I said it because they won't forget it.
That works for adults too, not just
It
children.
does. You can't tell an adult or anybody that you're going to do something and expect them to forget that you said it. Now, we are all human. We wear tons of hats. I'm a dad, I'm an employee, I'm a boss, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I'm a son, I'm a fiance. I wear so many different hats that yes, sometimes some things are gonna slip through the cracks. They are. I'm only human. But you can't hold. Liali's doing it. Ah!
Yeah.
you know, I wear so many hats that I'm going to forget things. I am. But I expect the people who are around me, who I've made that promise to, or or who I've said I'm going to do something to show me a little grace. I said, show them a little grace because I'm not a robot. I'm not going to remember everything. She sure don't. Y'all crazy. Um, but yeah, that's what it looks like for me. You know, um, Dolores, what did it look like for you? Like
Well,
beginnings, like for you growing up.
I seen all the
What
drama.
what did what did it look like for you? Like, what did you think that was?
Well, growing up to me, like I said, like all jokes aside, I've seen a lot of things. So when it comes to as far as co-parenting with mommy and daddy, who was on point, daddy made sure it was taken care of from big to small. Doesn't matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just clothes. He was taking care of bills too, even living in a whole other household. So
Mm-hmm.
me comparing that to my co-parenting now with my kid's father is an understatement. Is is nowhere comparing to how my father handled things. Some
Mm-hmm.
men today don't want to take care of their responsibility. I grew up in a household where even when my father wasn't living with us, he made sure the lights was on. If mommy was short on rent, he made sure mommy was taken care of. We didn't want for nothing. Um, like I said, my co-parenting now, I can't even, I can't really touch it because there's no other parent here but me
Hmm.
from both children.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's a different story.
yeah.
Being a single parent, that's gonna be a topic we're gonna touch on another day.
Um, so co-parenting, like I said, I feel like it should be even in 2025 the way my father handled things should carry over. I'm dating
Hmm.
somebody. I'm his daughter. I should be not worrying about a damn thing because I had babies by a different individual, a
Hmm.
person who helped me create the children that I had. But no, um, the maturity on that side, I can't speak. It's not there yet. I show up every day. I make sure my kids got what they want, roof over their head. DJ, you already know I'll go to dirt
Yeah,
for
of
my
course. Yep.
um, parenting is what you to me is what you want to do from your heart, not
Hmm.
not know, oh, I'm just doing it just because she told me or the court told me to do it or my grandmother told me to do it. I'm doing it because I love being a parent. I love
Yeah.
my children and I wanna see them do well. They didn't ask to be here. So whatever I have to do, I'm gonna do it.
Yep. Yep. That's fair enough.
That's my parenting. There's a lot of people that I don't know, they talk a lot.
Hmm.
They talk a lot and
Yep.
you get pregnant and all
Talk
the
is
stuff
cheap.
that yes, all the stuff
Talk is
that
cheap.
you've been hearing before the pregnancy, during the pregnancy, after the pregnancy, ain't that.
Hmm.
Action is everything, and that's what I'm learning at my age now.
Yeah.
At my current age, I'm learning to show up
Hmm.
by any means. So,
Yeah, it's important to show up, man. Show up for these kids. It's a show. It just if not you, then who? Right?
right,
Someone's got to show up for them out of both parents because if neither one of y'all show up, they're gonna go look for that somewhere else.
right,
They're gonna
and
look for that in someone else, and that you don't want because it's gonna change who they are.
right,
And I don't know about nobody else, but my children, who they are, who and what I am instilling in them, I want no one in this world to ever try to change that
right.
because I put too much work into it. I want to give my children all the things that I'm not gonna say I didn't have or I never got, but I want to give them a lot of the things that wasn't shown, wasn't taught.
And I
And
could, I'm sorry to cut you off. I could say too, being that we want to show our kids the things we wasn't taught, that's because our parents didn't know. And a lot of people
yeah,
around here, oh, my mother did this, my father did that. They did it that way because that's the only way they know how to do it. They wasn't taught,
yep,
or they wasn't
mm-hmm,
shown how to express their feelings. That's the biggest one right there.
yep, yep.
Themselves.
Because just like us, there was no playbook.
Right.
They did what they did. 9 months later, here we come. They only gonna go and do what they saw their parents doing. Because their parents didn't have the rule, didn't have a playbook. It doesn't come with the playbook. You learn this as you go along.
You hungry?
I wish there was a playbook. But one thing for me, like when I had my oldest. And I thought, I see everybody else, they buying their kids the latest Jordans, latest clothing, taking them there, taking them here. I created a spoiled child. Now, I was spoiled. I don't know about the rest of y'all,
Right.
but daddy spoiled the hell out of us from my perspective, you know? And, and the one word I can attest that I never got from him was no.
It's okay. It's not.
Never got that. Never was told no. It was always not right now, or give me a couple days,
Right.
or whatever. Like whatever the responses were when we wanted something. But with him, I did the same thing. I was like, well, I got it. So why would I not do it for him? But then I saw what it did. I saw that the first time I told him no, what that did, Dolores, and you know what that was that day where I told you to take his game from him because he wasn't
Oh,
doing his work and he
Lord,
ran out the house.
yes, he did.
He
And
ran
that
out
was
the house, and
funny.
in that moment, I was like, I created a problem.
Yes, I ran after that boy.
I created a problem. So, so when I had the two younger ones, I was like, I got to do something different here
Right.
because I don't want that same thing to happen. So,
Not for nothing.
so
Sorry to cut you off. Not cutting you off. Keep remember what you was about to say. I commend you on that day. I'm commending you and giving you your flowers today for even mentioning that because I was so hurt that day. I'm like
listen,
I don't know what I did. I thought it was me, but for you to say that is like to recognize you created something that not hindering, but that provoked him to be that way.
yeah, yeah, that was my doing. I did that. I created that. And that day was so traumatic. I was working in Clifton at the time. I'll never forget this day when you called me and told me he was gone and you
Yes,
ran out and you could not find him. I ran every stoplight, every stop sign from Clifton to North. I was going up one way streets. I did not
yes,
care because no child should ever feel like, well, since I can't get it,
right,
then I'm leaving.
yes, that right.
Like, what?
Yep.
Am I mad that he did it? Absolutely. Am I mad why he did it? No, I'm not because it was my fault. I created it.
Not a lot of parents could step up on that. Not a lot of parents could say, "Oh, I sit back and look at the situation and my
No, listen.
son caused this."
I reflect on everything and I try to see where I went wrong. And I'm trying to no, I didn't want to. I invited mommy to the podcast by mistake. Good lord. I invited her to join the live.
She should be home.
I was just on the phone with her before we started. But
Okay, okay.
um
No
yeah,
worries.
listen, I'm always gonna do some self-reflecting, no matter how long it may take for me to realize what part I play. I'm gonna always do some self-reflection. And and I know that there were a ton of things I did growing up with a child. Cause I was what, 18 when the man was born? I was
Mm-hmm.
on my way to high school. He was there at my high school graduation with his mother
Yes, I
on
remember
her chest. Like as I'm walking across the stage. So like I was young. And I thought that, yeah, you got to spoil your child. You got to give him everything you got. You got to do it all.
that. Right.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It takes
Whoever
a
told you
village.
that is a liar.
It takes a
Don't do
village.
that shit. Don't do it because I am telling you, you will end up doing that shit for the rest of your life.
The rest.
Like when I and I don't mean listen. This again. This podcast is raw, and so I'm gonna talk about things that some people may feel like you should listen. With us, right? I'm gonna talk about with us, the boys, me, and our two younger siblings, right? And we all went off, did our thing. We had our own kids, we own lives and whatnot. And when the other two would would call
Entertaining.
mommy and whatnot, and mommy would tell me, and I'd be like, no, stop giving it to them. They adults. They ask you for $5. Tell them niggas go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more you send it to them, the more you send it to them, the more they not gonna know what it is like to actually go out and give it to them. You make it themselves.
With it, yeah.
And listen, and I'm not throwing shots at neither one of them. I'm not, because they have come such a long way from where they once were to where they are now. They've done a lot of growing. They got their own kids and whatnot like that. But let's be real, right? Like, was some things handed to me? Some may argue and say, yeah. But then I'm gonna go, well, I actually worked for it though.
I put the time in.
I put
The
the
effort.
time in. I
Right.
worked 10, 12 hour days, 7 days a week for 10 years.
Yes.
to get what I got. But anyways, that's a different. Sorry, I'm here missing comments and when I don't want to miss nobody. Spoil with limits and teach them. Absolutely, absolutely. You gotta spoil with limits, and I'm learning that now. Like the two young ones, they don't have tablets here.
Boy,
I
you wouldn't.
refuse to have tablets for them to have tablets with me. I'm sorry. These kids now
So,
are too dependent on this screen. And they don't want to do nothing else.
so my question right there. You right now have a son. My
Yeah, I
son,
know.
my
Uh
son
huh.
autistic. That is his go-to.
That's different though. For Noah's situation, because every child is different, right? Every child had their own way to cope to things. Every child had their way on with learning things. So for Noah, let's talk about Noah and him on a tablet. He's autistic, so I can't compare him to Junior on a screen basis. You understand what I'm saying? I
Okay.
can't. I could never compare the two. And for anybody who could ever compare an autistic child to someone who's not autistic,
I had
shame
somebody
on you.
try to argue me down in
Shame on you.
on one of the webinars that we be in. Like if you have a individual that's autistic or on the spectrum within the state of New Jersey, is a webinar that you go for every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. And it's a lady there, like everybody way of thinking and seeing things is different. I understand, but she did compare the part where being that he's autistic, because he's autistic, you still should treat him like one of the normal children. So I asked, what is a normal child?
Yeah,
To me,
I,
I never
exactly.
seen a
wait,
normal child.
I had to join the live for this one.
I
I
never seen a normal child.
I had to join. Take it from someone with a disability. Mind you,
Hmm.
yes, the disability between me and Noah are completely different. Noah's disability is more of a mental aspect, but from whereas mine is a physical. Take into consideration. I'm not a doctor, but I watched Noah since I've met Noah. Noah has excelled beyond expectations from
Yes, he has.
what I thought he was capable of doing to what
Right.
he is able of doing now. This little from when I first met this boy was had a eco they diagnosed as a eco something
That's
where
my
he
child.
repeats the last word of the sentence that you're saying.
Yes.
He does this every so often when he's nervous, but I don't but now Dolores, you can speak for it. How
Yeah,
often does he does that now?
he does it when he's nervous.
He make
When
and
he's
that he's comfortable to a point where he doesn't say he has full blown conversation with you when he's ready to have a conversation with you. So
right.
when it comes to putting him on a comparison to Junior or someone else, yes, I'll give it maybe a 2% that there's a difference. But the same thing Junior could do mentally, Noah, if Noah focuses on it, Noah can
He
do
can
it
do
as
it
well.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Hundred
if
percent.
so Noah may be on the spectrum, but he's on the low end of the spectrum. Where if Noah's still he's 6, he's still growing. I have nieces that are 6 that behave the same way Noah behaves. So I can't when Noah's 10, 11, maybe 12, you wouldn't even think Noah's on the spectrum whatsoever.
Right.
Yep.
So when it comes to the whole comparison, there's certain situations you can compare Noah to other kids, and I feel like when it comes to parenting, I feel like Dolores is a little soft on him in regards to certain situations because it's Noah. That's her child. But at the same
Mm.
time, I grew up with a disability. The doctors say, hey, he has no issues learning or anything. Noah has no issues learning. He may be a little slow, which I'm slow. I learn at a learning curve. So everything I learn is either it was visually shown to me, it was never read to me. I always visually, and Noah's probably the same aspect. So
Yeah.
when it comes to parenting, I feel like there's a little too much of a soft hand leading him. Because in my growing up with a disability, there was no soft hand. Oh, you acted up in school? Just know you get in the belt when you get home. Oh, you did this and that and the third, and it pissed off the teachers. At a certain point, as a kid, every time I told my parents it wasn't me, it was the parent. After 2 teachers saying it,
Good
eventually
evening,
in high school,
Valerie.
it was a whipping for me. I got beaten because it wouldn't be one teacher. It would just be one teacher, but it was multiple teachers. I was raised with a stern hand. Hey, you act up,
Hmm.
you get beaten just like everybody else. And
Listen,
my parents would tell you Yardley was the trouble child of them all. But if you look at him now, he's shaped up. Those beatings did something to him. And I feel like even with the disability, if it's not on a high grade, you should treat that child the same way he if he's not listening to you, you got to give him a spanking. You got to take something
yeah,
away from him.
yeah. I think you know to circle back to the whole like autistic thing and then on the spectrum and whatnot. I'm currently watching a show called Nurse Jackie on Netflix. Me and my fiance, we are watching the show, and there's one episode kind of bothered me a little because it's something that goes on today. It's real, where doctors see one small sign. They see one small thing sometimes, and it could be an actual sign, But for us parents, we're like, okay, the scene was the daughter drew a picture of her family, mom, dad, sister, and herself, in front of the bar that the dads own. And I'm like, it's a nice picture, right? There's some color in it, but it lacked one thing that the school found alarming. It didn't have a sun or a sky or clouds. And I felt like, and they were like, oh, she's suffering from like some social anxiety or something like that. And I was like, what?
Well,
Because she didn't join us. She didn't draw a son? That tells you that something's wrong with her?
so
That's
listen.
crazy to me.
So being that I'm in that field, the mental health field, it's classes that we have to take so we can understand what the other person go through in their shoes. So they put us in these like simulation, like game rooms where it's real life situations where okay, it's very common for a kid to draw a bird first. That's what we think every day. But we don't know everybody in this world. Think about it. We only think about what we know, the people that's around us. So it's common for a kid to draw a sun first, to draw a bird, to do a
Hmm.
rainbow. They're not thinking for you to draw the actual family. So you draw
Hmm.
the family. What's going on? It's basically telling us what's going on within the household that you don't see the beauty outside that the household.
Ah, see, I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah.
That's strange because we did that whole painting thing the other when we were at the old house. I didn't
Mhm.
draw a sun or a bird, so
But
there's
see,
no.
you're older though.
But it's still the same concept, is it
Yes,
not?
it is even for adults because I had all adults. I had children sometimes, even with adults. For even for you not to draw the sun, like what are you going? We know that you go through different things, babe, inside your household or outside your household. But why
Hmm.
didn't you think about the sun? Like that should be something you want to see on your picture.
You didn't give
Granted,
me an orange paint.
granted, you love your family. Granted, you know everybody. You drawing this picture for whatever reason, and you drawing your family first. To me, my first picture, I'm going to draw what I like a lot: the sky. I like clouds. That's what I draw in every picture that I start off with. Like, why wouldn't you want to draw the sky or the sun?
There was no orange paint for the sun.
Oh,
So
that's
wait,
funny. But listen, I think this is good. I don't want to get too off topic here, but I get what y'all saying. That's funny though.
And
There was no orange, just the orange with the sun. That's
and
hilarious.
back to the autism thing. The reason I see the potential in Noah is it's weird to say, but if you ever watch the TV show on Good Doctor, he's on. I know it's a TV show, but I like shows like that because it shows that people with disabilities could achieve and be out there.
Yes.
And I
Uh
feel like
huh.
Noah with focus and a nice, gentle, caring hand when it comes to learning stuff, I feel like Noah could be a good doctor.
Listen, and this is completely off topic, right? Because I know that actor in The Good Doctor. I've never seen The Good Doctor. Only bits and clips on social media, but I genuinely think there's something wrong with that man because and for those of you who've watched Bates Motel,
because
um,
he played the
he,
role too well.
Yo,
He played too
he played
well.
that way too hard. I think something's really wrong with that guy. I just do. I think he's a psycho. I'm sorry. The Bates Motel just it did something to me. But and you're right. That is his thing, and that's why he's so good at it because that's his niche. You know,
Yeah.
that's his strength. He can do that role really well. And maybe there isn't something nothing wrong with him. He just really that well with it. But it don't sit right with me. I'm sorry. It just don't.
What I'm really excited for is to put this PC together. I want to start coding in front of Noah. I want to
Okay.
I want to see if he picks up on it because he could be if he's not gonna be a doctor, he could be very the way his mind works on. I
Look
just
who just
he's
joined.
just he's gonna be something outstanding when it comes to
Joining.
coding.
Oh, hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey ma.
You going to
we
chime
got
in?
we got we got we got your sisters in here. Aunt Michelle, hey Aunt Michelle, you still in here? I know I didn't say hi to you when I saw you join, but
I'm going to show you.
I didn't want to lose my train. So I did see her. It did say that she had joined. Aunt Renee's in here as well. Hey Aunt Renee, Coco Aries
She's still in
54.
here.
We
Comment.
got to do a video together, Aunt Renee.
Yeah, Mrs. Dancing Queen.
But but to turn let's swing back. Let's turn this back to the topic at hand. Um, just co-parenting. And mine, I'm glad you're on here
Don't do
because
that. Don't do that.
don't do what? This is your experience, right? This is what this is about. This is about all. It's all about experience. There's no judgment here, And anybody who does judge is getting the boot. That's just what it is, right? So, from your perspective, Ma, what did co-parenting look like for you?
Co-parenting for me, it was hard, but also as time went on, it was easy
Mm-hmm.
because when you have both parents on the same page with the mentality and the moral of taking care of the children and not looking at yourselves because y'all are no longer together. I say, for me, as I got older, it is what it is. You just gotta learn how to co-parent. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah, it might hurt, but life moves on. The, the thing is, you just gotta take care of them kids because them kids
Mm-hmm.
ain't asked to be here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's the main focus is them children. It don't have
Yep.
nothing to do with y'all being together. You still loving who still loving it, or whatever you want to call it. But it is what it is. It's all about them kids. Learn
It
how to
is.
communicate and all that other extra foolery, that sideline foolishness. I can't speak however I want to speak. Y'all know that, right?
No, I think we're good. I think you can let the dogs out the room, ma. You can let it out. Greg, what's up, man? How you doing? But yeah, no, listen. Again, you can speak freely here now because we're past the time when you kind of. Oh yeah, Uncle Greg, that's you. What's up, man? um, but yeah, listen. It's you got to do what you got to do for the kids. Like you said, we didn't ask to be
It's
here.
all about the kids. If y'all are no longer in a relationship, the you have to co-parent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about you being mad at me, I'm being mad at you. It's about the sake of them children.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's about the kids. It's got to be. Your child should never question why
Who's looking that
why
stuff in
what.
here? What is that? That's fire.
Mom, mute your phone, please.
Uh,
Okay, mute your mic.
Let my grandmother be great.
smells
Let my
fire.
grandmother be great. Okay.
um, your child should never have to come to you and question why the other parent doesn't want to be involved.
Only reason
Never.
why the child questioned is because the parent is having communication in front of the child.
Wait, say that again?
The only reason why that child is questioning is because the parent is having conversation in front of the child.
That's one thing I could say.
Hmm.
Correct
People
what she
need to,
said.
grown adults need to understand that these kids today that are being born today, 2025, 2024, these kids are sponges.
Yes, they are. Always
They
been.
repeat everything, they mimic, mock everything they see and do.
I'm gonna tell you, right? So one day, this was this had to be like maybe a year after I got back from Atlanta, or maybe like 6 months or so. I can't remember. Within that time, we was at Daddy House. I was with Junior Dillon and whatnot, and Junior had asked me to get him some, and I said no. And he was like, "Why?" I said, "Cause I said no." He said, "No, it's because mommy said you broke." And I was like, "Excuse me."
That's all because she had conversation
That's not
about
I
fair.
was
that
like,
and
I
he
said,
repeated it.
I said, well, first of all, where you get that from? Okay, so your mother said I was broke. I said, secondly, daddy ain't broke. I said, let me tell you something. And I shouldn't have said what I'm about to say to him, what I said to him, but in that moment I didn't catch myself. And I said, only broke people talk about broke people. So tell me what that means about your mother. And that was it. And my father just looked at me. Daddy looked at me. And he kind of just walked away, And yeah, I should have said it because that was not my place. He's a child,
Right.
and it was wrong. But that doesn't negate the fact that it's true. Because how do you know what my finances look like?
That's
You
what
shouldn't be
I'm
talking to
trying to
our child, telling him his father broke when you don't even know. Because clearly you the broke one. You the one trying to take me to court for child
Well,
support. You the broke one.
technically she do know is because she's going on assumption.
Yeah.
Well, that's
She's
not knowing. That's an
Because
assumption. She doesn't know
that's what
him.
I'm
It's
saying.
an
She's
assumption.
going on an assumption
because when
of
y'all was
what your
together, then you
finances
did
look like.
everything. Yeah. You did everything. She did because you
She
got
could
money.
she
It
could
takes
go
one to know
on
one.
assumption. They could
Yeah.
go on assumption, but is that the real legit thing?
Yeah. So listen, I and that was a one and done. Anyways, some conversations need not to be happening in front of these kids, but they
No,
do.
absolutely not.
They do, and that is wrong on our part as parents. Because sometimes, we
Correct.
think, oh, they don't know nothing, and then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And when
you're
you
right,
do
they
have
don't know, but
conversation,
they hear it and they're gonna repeat it.
yeah. And
Yep.
when you do have conversations, you need to be mindful and to make sure that the children are not around. You need to make sure they ain't ear hustling because these kids are smart. They be ear hustling
Telling all your
and they
business.
repeat the conversation.
Yep. Yeah, I can honestly say any conversation that you and Daddy had, I don't know what those conversations look
Y'all
like.
Right.
y'all will
I
never
never heard
know.
them. I never all I know is I know what they look like or may have sounded like now that I'm older when we got in trouble in school. Like I know what those conversations look like because I have
That's
those
true.
conversations now with the oldest mother. If he's acting up and whatnot, and I'll never forget. He had when Daddy once got this call. I was sitting in the kitchen. Okay, and again, these are all real life experiences. Like I'm not going to speak on something that's not true. Okay, I was sitting in the dining room. I'll never forget. I can't remember what I did in school or what I did at home, but whatever I did, you called him, and all I heard was "what?" And I'm not thinking nothing of it because at this time, Pokey was always getting in trouble. So I'm thinking that nigga about to get it again, because I'm good. Nope, I was sadly wrong. All I hear was thump, 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 thump. Next thing you know, I'm drinking. I'm on the floor, out the chair, sitting up looking at him like, what I do? He hit me so hard out that chair as I was drinking my juice. And in that moment, I'm like, I don't know what she said to him, but whatever she said to him, I'm in trouble. I did something. I don't remember
Mm-hmm.
what it was. I can't tell you what it was. I can't remember. So long ago.
Hospitalized
But
me.
in those moments, I think we kind of know as kids what that conversation looked like. Well, what it looked like. Now, all the other, all the other conversations, whether it was money or you're arguing back and forth, being petty, we didn't know. At least for me, I didn't hear any of it, and I don't want to hear it. And I don't, my kids ever. I never want them to hear any of it.
You apologize right then and there, so you don't have all these years of pain and suffering because the shit that you do.
They ain't got no daggone pain and suffering.
That's what they call it. That's what they
That,
call it.
that ain't nothing but a daggone guilt trip. To have
Yeah,
to feel
yeah,
guilty.
hmm yeah, yeah. Listen, I'll never forget when after Junior's accident, and I was able to get my parenting time back, and we went to court, and all she did was talk about what she did, what she'd been doing when I was gone, what I wasn't doing, blah 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 blah. So you know what I did? Everything you did, give it to me. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll do the pickup. I'll do the drop off. I'll do the doctor's appointments. I'll do it all. I'll take the summer, so you ain't gonna do it. I'll take it all, and I'll do it without complaint. So now at this point, what do you have to complain about?
And still
What?
complaining.
And then
And
still and then
still,
and then still find something to complain about.
I
At
wish I
that
had been able to
point,
do
at
that.
that point, it ain't about me. It ain't about the kids. It's about you.
Right.
Because you now have nothing to hold on to. So you want to find something. And that's across the board. If 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 someone wasn't doing something for however many long, and I know what I'm about to say right now may trigger some people, but it is what it is. If he hadn't done it for 10 years and he wants to come in and make it clean fresh, let that nigga do it. Let him do it. Let her do it. If mommy wasn't around, she gave up 10 years ago, and now she want to come in, let her do it. It is. It is easy to place the blame instead of being accountable.
Communication
Let them do
is
it
key.
because it ain't about you.
Right.
It's not about you. This is about that child and them. They need to work that out, not you. You don't need to be a part of that because your bridge with that child is already solidified. You can walk on that. You can run on it. You can sprint across it. You can throw stones at it and it won't break. But let that person knows that there's no bridge there for that child between them and that child.
But
So let
also too,
them
you
build
gotta
it.
remember the kid holds some type of resentment just as well too. But the resentment ain't towards the daddy, it's towards the mama,
Right.
which
Or vice
should
versa.
not be.
Or vice versa, depending on what the situation is.
I mean, but yeah, depending on what the situation. But if you see that your mother is always there and she's doing the best she can, why give your mother the foolishness when you're not giving the other person what you giving your mother? You giving
Now,
your mother
I'm I'm gonna speak
HE
on
double
that.
hockey sticks, but
I'm gonna
your
speak on
daddy,
that.
you ain't giving him absolutely nothing. It's like a, walk in the park. Like, okay, whatever. No,
Now,
he has
I'm
to
gonna
be
speak on that.
he has to be held accountable too.
I'm gonna speak
So
on
I
that.
don't
So,
understand it.
growing up, I know we put you through hell. I know we did. We did. You know,
No, 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 no. I only got back what I put my mom through.
but no, hold on. Yes, that may be true, but we still did it though, and we knew
Yeah.
right from wrong. We knew right from
Yep.
wrong,
And you
and we
learn
did it
from it.
anyway. And we did it anyway. And that's not to say and it wasn't like we were putting you through it because daddy wasn't around, because he was there. Did we live with him? No. But was he there? Yes, he was there. Some could say, well, he wasn't there as much as mommy, but he was still there. And that's how I look at it. He was still there,
Yeah, he
you
was still
know,
living.
and and you didn't deserve half the shit we did. Like, I'm just being honest. And mom, you and I had our talk years ago,
You need to stop lying.
about it. And
Y'all wasn't bad kids. Y'all were just on a journey trying to find y'all way. And
Squeak in the building. Hey,
I,
cousin.
y'all y'all were just doing y'all thing. I mean, we manage. Look at y'all now. Y'all doing your own thing. Y'all got your own kid,
Hmm.
raising your own family. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. We live, we learn, we take what we went through, and we try to create our own playbook. And that's something that I think everyone who is going to have children or want to have children should do before they do so. Create your own
Mm-hmm.
playbook based off of what you've seen growing up, how you were raised, and create your own and try to decipher the do's and the don'ts so you don't create another you. Amir is another me. He is. He's a spoiled, entitled little brat. I'm still spoiled, but I'm an adult, so I have a right to be fucking spoiled. I don't care what nobody say. I work too goddamn hard not to be spoiled. Okay, but he is everything like me, and we have no one else to blame but ourselves. Not saying that what he is a bad thing, because it's not. But we could have limited what we did to not create such a spoiled, entitled, outspoken child.
But you also know where it comes from. It's not
Yeah,
like you oblivious
he
to
got it honest.
how he is. You already know how he is. You got some parents out here that, oh, my child ain't like that. My
Yeah,
child,
okay,
no, your child is that way.
okay. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right? I talk to these kids and I tell them, I was once 14. I tell them all the time. So if you think for a fact I don't know you out there cussing with your friends, you ain't not on that game cussing and whatnot, you are sadly mistaken. This fool told me no, he wasn't. He was like, no, I ain't doing that
Tell me
until I
that
got
he need to stop.
until I got an email from Xbox with them going to ban my account because he up there cussing. Now I ain't gonna say what he was saying, but he know, and now I know. Okay, like I know y'all are, and I'm not gonna condone it, but watch yourself. Watch yourself, because one, you don't know who out there watching you.
And you don't know who I know.
Exactly, you don't know. So I'm not saying I'm gonna condone it, but watch yourself because these kids are gonna do what they want to do when you ain't around. I would
Yeah, you
know.
can't watch him
I was
twenty
one of
four
them.
seven.
I was one of them. So I'm expecting him to do everything under the sun that I did. But just know that I know you're doing it. I may not win, but just know that I know. Because again, you got it honest. You're my son. You my child. But we're here. And again, this is all life experiences, where we came from, what we witnessed, what we're going through now, what we're trying to accomplish with our children, what we're trying to teach them going forward. I have probably I'm in a position to do something that I wished my dad was able to do, which was walk the high school journey with me. And I mean that like on a full-time basis. And I wish I lived with him throughout my high school years, but I didn't. But now I'm in a position to where I have mine. I can talk to him, guide him through it, teach him things. Not saying that I wasn't taught things, but be more hands-on in the way that I wanted when I was growing up, or the way I needed. And again, listen, my father, he did such a wonderful job raising me. I mean, I have great work ethics, or him. He taught me, listen, when I told him that I was having a kid, his response was, what the fuck are you doing? I was a senior, I gotta think about this now. He was born my senior year. I'm not getting the timeline because I can't remember. And he was just like, well, you know what you got to do now? You got to go to work. Got to go to work because that's what it's about now. Take care of what you just created. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Exactly what I did. That's exactly what I'm still doing to this day. Taking care of what I created. And now I have more. Yeah. And I'm going to continue to take care of what I created. For the ones that I have, for the ones that I've assumed responsibility of and took on as my own, and anyone that may come in the near future. But co-parenting will always be a journey. That's what it's going to be. That's all it's going to ever be. It's a journey, and how that journey is walked, what that journey looks like in the end, is entirely up to you. Because you want to be able to go, or you want your child to be able to go up there on that stage. And I tell it to anyone, right? Um, Especially to those who have children whose fathers aren't active. And from my perspective as a bonus dad, how I look at this child who I'm now taking care of my own is I'm not going to look at what he ain't doing. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing, what I can do for this child now and for the rest of my life, as long as I'm part of their life. Is when they're up on that stage and they're accepting valedictorian, I'm not even looking for any shout out. I'm just looking for I'm appreciative of my parents for helping me get here. I don't want a shout out. I don't want my name thrown. Because the moment you say my parents, I already know that includes me. You ain't even got to say it. Because I know what I did to help you get here. And I don't need any recognition for that. That's how I look at it. And there's so many kids out here who needs their father, who needs their mother. But I think their father is such a pivotal role in their lives that that goes unspoken.
because
These
the,
children need their fathers.
because the baby mamas make it to the point where the baby daddies don't want to be around because of the baby mama.
Yeah, but see, even with that though, it ain't got nothing to do with them. Like, and, and,
It ain't
and
got
some,
nothing
some
to do with
there's
them,
some.
but the thing is, let's say for instance, the father come around to get to pick up his child. He got to jump through freaking black tape, red tape, purple tape,
Then that's what
all
you
the
got to do.
disrespect,
I'm
all the
sorry.
name calling, just
That's just
because
the
he's there to pick up his child.
then
Why is
that's what
that so?
then that's what you got to do then. But see that comes with not knowing your rights. That comes with not being educated, right? Because if you were educated and you knew and you know that I ain't got to jump through red tape, I ain't got to jump over black tape. If you know your rights, you ain't got to do any of that.
That's why when you was going through your thing, and I said, get them before they get you. Get them first.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I
If
did.
you get them before they get you, you will have a better outlook.
And that's exactly what I did. And you know what? It panned out. It did. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
I am, and I'm not even getting to that. I'm not getting into
That's
that.
like when
But
me and your father, as we got older, we learned to co-parent. Us, well, me. I'll pop up at a cookout at any time. I don't care. I'll be right there. Baby daddy, what's up? How you doing? Whoever your girlfriend is, hey, how you doing? I'll pop up in a minute. Ain't no hard feelings, but I'm baby mama. Hey, that's how it
now you're
worked
not
out.
invited. You're not
It,
invited. You're not
it worked out good.
invited.
It wasn't no
that's
BS, no
crazy.
drama,
So
no
when you popped
nonsense.
up though,
Everybody, look, we just a blended family. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
come with
like
problems.
that part right there that you said we a blended family, that's only if that person is at that maturity level
Yep,
Of
where
course.
absolutely,
parent
100%.
everything in it around them. That's only if
Yeah.
they
Yep,
allow themselves to
Hmm.
be that type of person. If you're not allowing yourself to be that type of person, you just evil, you nasty. And I'm not gonna be around there. I'm gonna let you know that. I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
know.
but we
Hmm.
had fun.
Yes, we did. We did. And
We
that,
had fun.
I mean, I'm not at that point. I don't think I'll ever will be.
No, absolutely
I
not.
don't want any of my baby mamas to show up at my cookout. You better stay y'all asses where y'all at. Don't come around here.
But that's because you gotta have that type of understanding and
I mean,
relationship with each
listen,
other.
I wouldn't like. I'm not gonna say. I mean, listen, I'm not one for the popping up. Don't do that shit. Don't just pop up here. If you want an invite, then an invite can be extended. But don't just show up unannounced. Nah, because we don't do those over here. Okay, so like, I wouldn't mind inviting Jaleesa to a cookout. Because we're friends. You know.
Not even just
Uh,
that, y'all have that understanding. You got to
Yeah, we
have
do.
understanding. In order for that, if you just one of them ones that want to pop up and you want to come and see what's going on, see what I'm doing, and cause chaos and stuff, you can't come here. We ain't doing that.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Stay
But
where you at. Don't come here.
this was very interesting. I mean, our special guest who I had planned to be on the show on the podcast today didn't show up. Probably got other, but this turned out to be well. You know, we got some real raw experiences today from my mom, Dolores
I'm not your mother.
Yardley. And this again, this is what this podcast is about. It's about real
This live,
experiences, raw, unfiltered, live.
We can
And you
go
can.
until 7:30, DJ.
Are you want to go to 7:30?
that's the time I set it for.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, all right. But I think a lot of what we will be going through in this next stage of life is is all just based off of the decisions that we are making today. Any decision we make today will determine where we go tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And we can no longer look at the mistakes that were made in the past from our parents or ourselves. You know, let it go because you're not there anymore. We are here now. You
And
know,
we
I
can't
sure enough
listen.
ain't.
I'll be 33 on Friday,
What?
and and it is
how
such a
old?
blessing. 33 on Friday,
Oh, well,
and it is such a
mommy getting old.
it's
No,
such
I ain't.
a blessing to
I am not
see
getting
another
old, honey.
year. To see another year, it's a blessing to see my kids grow up. Um, it's a blessing to see my parents another year, and I'm just very I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I'm happy. I'm thankful, and that's all I could ever want as a gift. Is just to see another year.
Amen.
Uh, You know, I mean, this year alone had brought this past year, I must say, has brought a lot of challenges, a lot of heartbreak, and I use that as a fuel to keep going. I use that as a silver lining that just because something hurts or something hurt at one point in time, this means it's going to hurt that much more or the same as it did in the beginning. We all gotta grow up. We all have to learn every day.
And it
Let
don't stop
go let
just
go of the
because you turn
past. You gotta let it go. And if you don't let it go, it can haunt you. It can block your blessings first and foremost.
what I want to say about you, that phrase of letting it go. We can't say let it go because it takes time.
I'm not I didn't mean like no, well, so there's a
Time
difference between letting go and never forgetting. Like
and
you
yeah.
can let it go, but you're never going to forget it. Okay? All right, and I'm going to speak on something. Again, this is all real shit. Okay? Like what I went through. Okay? What I went through was something personal. You know, 10 plus years ago, I let it go. I forgave. I will never forget, but I forgave it because what am I holding why am I holding on to this for? What purpose is it serving me to hold on to that hurt? To what happened? It happened. I can't change it. I gotta move forward. I got things I want to do. You know, so I'm gonna forgive. I'm gonna let it go. I'm never gonna forget it though, because that shaped who I am today. So that's what I mean by let it go. You can let it go, but don't forget it. You can't forget it. Because that is a memory scar, not a physical scar, a memory scar.
And
You're
people
never
working
gonna
on it.
be able to
You don't have to
forget the
stay
things that hurt you
stuck in that
mentally.
moment. Right.
The physical, yeah, it's gonna heal. The scars are gonna heal. My jaw healed. You know, yeah, I got a metal plate full of screws here, but guess what? You would never know that unless I tell you.
Right.
You would never know what happened to me unless I told you. And if I told you, that's only because I remember it. I can't forget it, but I let it go. I moved on. I I forgave, and I grew from it. That's it. I'm not letting it go for them. As Love said, hey cousin Nikki, I let it go for them. I forgave for me. I had to.
Amen.
And that's my advice to everyone. Don't forgive for them. Forgive for you. So you can move on.
You can't forgive for that other person anyway if you don't
You
know
can't.
what it feel like. Like that's something personal. That's very
You
something
know,
personal.
for those of y'all who know the situation, that shit hurt.
Come on,
It
Sasha.
did.
Let us say it.
You know, I'm gonna talk about it. I got some time. I'm gonna talk about it. You know, because this is part of the journey. As I said, part of the journey is the end, right? And all of us reach the end, which we got to be honest about that journey.
Yep.
And it's a healing process.
You know, that shit hurt. And to this day, sometimes I think about it because we were thick as thieves. You know, and one word or saying or whatever, it's one situation that ain't has shit to do with me, cost us that relationship. It it is something that could have been avoided, didn't have to happen, but it did. It did, and every day I use it. I think about it. I use it to fuel to become a better person, become a better me. You know, and for me, listen, ain't no love lost. I love everybody. I do. You know, and I don't wish harm on anybody. I wish everybody happiness, love, joy, prosperity. I don't want no one to have anything bad happen to them. I can't because then I become no better than everyone else. Why would I wish something bad happened to you? What the fuck do I get out of that? I get nothing out of that. So I let it go. And I pray for you. I pray for myself. I pray for my life. I pray for your life, everybody's life. You gotta let it go. You have to. I love you, everyone.
I
There's no
love
love
you
lost
too.
here. And just I can't. You know, there were so many things that I've gone through in life that has hurt me. It scarred me, but I let it go. I did. I had to because I was going nowhere when I held on to it.
Back into a wall every time.
I can't allow it to stop me from where I'm headed. I just can't. I can't at all. You know, and that's for everyone who's here, who's watching, who's sharing, who's loving, who's liking. If you don't take anything from this, just take this. Let it go because it ain't
Oh,
that deep.
it's sure enough thing. Can I ask y'all a question?
What's up?
What's all this heart thing and stuff going on here?
It's man, you gotta double tap the screen. You gotta keep tapping the screen. Keep tapping
Oh,
the screen.
my fingers don't work like that. My fingers only work Monday through Friday.
Part of the journey is the end, everybody. Wherever your journey started, just know that it will come to an end and you'll start a new one. You can always embark on a new journey. I'm
If
on a
you allow
journey.
yourself
I'm
to.
I'm on a
Oh,
journey right now. Okay. And this journey that I'm on walking right now is called happiness. It's called peace. It's
Yes.
called love.
Like I
It's
pray
called
that.
softness.
Yes.
It's called God damn it, I'm planning a wedding.
Yes, Lord.
Hallelujah.
woo!
It's called God damn it, I'm getting married.
I'm to be the flower girl.
That's what this journey is called. And you know what? And when this journey is over, okay, I'm going to embark on another one. Stay tuned.
Amen. You gotta have coins to send stuff?
Yes.
What
Put
the
your
Jamel,
debit
Jesus?
card.
your reaction was my same reaction. Love you too, Aunt Michelle. Thanks for joining.
Love you, Auntie.
Love you, Aunt Renee. Squeak, you gonna be the bartender? Shit, you gonna have us twisted in that motherfucker, man.
No, Squeak ain't no bartender. Absolutely not. No, absolutely
What you
not.
want everybody to drink water?
Yes, everybody drink water. Water and
Listen.
cranberry juice. That's it.
Listen, the day of the wedding, as you walk in, everybody's gonna be handed a gummy. Nah, I'm playing.
I'm about to say, you tripping.
Nah, you can do that.
For those of y'all, listen, I don't know. For those of y'all who seen Snowfall what was it? What was his name? Scully laced the punch with LSD, and everybody was high as hell. All the episode was funny. It was mad. Nigga said, "I don't do that." Y'all walking out happy. Oh yeah, they ain't gonna be walking out, but they gonna be on the floor crawling.
You sound just like your father. Oh my gosh. That's my baby daddy.
Well, Dolores, you got anything you want to add?
What you say? I was over there kicking my butt.
So you got anything you want to add?
Um, what is that
No.
noise? It's interrupting me.
What's interrupting you?
Damn, you got helicopters and stuff going on.
You're my friend.
Man, we in the hood.
I heard
Nigga said
helicopters.
I ate an edible cupcake that I made for a climber. They had to call it.
You really?
listen, let's talk about it then, right? So the first time I had one, right, I was in Atlanta, and I was told to only take half of it. It was the 50 milligram. It was about that big, not too big. I took the first half, and I was like, this ain't doing nothing. It ain't kicking in no more. I didn't know how long it take to kick in. I was like, I don't feel nothing. I'm taking the other half. I thought I was dying. That thing hit me like a wave. I was like, I couldn't open my eyes. When I did open my eyes, I thought I saw the Grim Reaper. I swear, I kid you no lie. I thought I was dying.
Really,
Like
DJ?
I said, call the emergency room, call the
You
ambulance.
saw the Grim Reaper?
I thought I saw it. It was pitch black, and all I saw was
Oh
a
my
great figure
gosh.
standing in front of me. I was scared for my life. I was like, this is how it's going to end.
I'm done.
It's over
I
for
can't even
me.
drop my new phone.
So, so I said, call 911. I feel like I'm dying. And they call 911. The medical surgeon, they come. And those salt sticks, they put that thing onto my nose, and it woke me up. And they were like, yeah, whatever's in his system, we just got to let it pass on through. They picked me up, put me on a couch, and that's why I stayed for most of the night. I remember bits and parts of the night, but that was a lesson learned.
Oh my God, DJ.
I'm not going past 50 milligrams. I mean, 25 milligrams on a gummy. I'm just not. I can't do it, or I'm
Lord
going to end up in the
Jesus.
hospital again. I was, get that miss. Told me to go for the ride. I was so offended by
Somebody said, give that man some milk.
yeah.
Oh, Sasha.
That was an interesting roller coaster. But let me tell you something. When I finally went to sleep, at that point in time, that was the best sleep I've ever had. I woke up feeling like, I mean, I was still a little tired. I was a little nauseous, but I slept. Like I was sleep, and I woke up feeling refreshed. So now, when I have one, I kind of look forward to that sleep because that's like the best sleep ever. Like snoring and shit. Yup, gone. Whole house is rumbling.
It's like a
But
zoo.
nah, but see now I got a CPAP machine, so I sleep with a mask, so I ain't snoring like I used to no more. I can't. I got other people in the house that it'll wake up. Yeah, I can't. I got to put that mask on. I can't sleep without it anymore anyway. I just can't. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, best sleep I've ever gotten when I started using the sleep app machine. Um, it's great. I got the nasal one. It goes in the nasal here and it kind of wraps around my head there, and it's like a long tube that goes into the main machine. Um, yeah, listen, I sleep so much better. I've been using it for the last, I'm saying almost 5 years, almost five, I mean 4 or 5 years,
I
something like that.
It's been
Yeah.
that long.
Uh huh.
I need to
Yep.
take that because they requested for me to take that sleep test.
Listen, I did the sleep test. I did the at home one. They sent me everything. I had this thing. I had to trip around my chest, the tube around my nose, and I had to put something on my finger. And the test came back that I stopped breathing 29 times in like 5 or 6 hours, which is at the high end. They rated it on like a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest. Obviously, I was at 29. So uh, yeah, I had to get that, and it was the best decision I ever made. Yep. I got daddy on it too. He took a sleep test too. His ass on that sleep app machine. Yep. I know he feel a lot better. 31 times in 1 minute.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Damn.
take that being that you said that. I didn't know you had that.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna do it because they just requested that like a couple of months ago. I've been
Listen,
putting
it takes some getting used to with the mask, sleeping on the mask. When I first got it, I hated it. Like I would just I'd put it on. But I mean, when I first got it, I had the wrong mask for my face because you need to tell them when you breathe. When you sleep, do you sleep with your mouth open like you breathe through your mouth, or you sleeping with your nose? Like you breathing through your nose. So I didn't know how I slept. So they simply went from my mouth, and I felt like it was stopping me from breathing because I breathe through my nose when I'm sleeping. So I had to switch to the nasal one. And best decision I've ever made. Yep. Yep. Yes. Thanks to me. Yeah. Uh-huh. So if for those of y'all who snore, I could listen,
I'm
take the
glad
sleep
I don't
test.
snore.
Take the sleep test. Ma, you a lie.
I'm telling you, I do not
Don't sit
snore.
there and lie like
Woo!
that. Don't lie on here like that, Ma.
I tell you, I do not snore.
Yeah, go get the sleep test, Nikki. I'm telling you. It'll change your
I
life.
go for mine
You'll
in
feel a lot
January.
better. You'll feel a lot better if you took that sleep test, Nikki. Take it from me. Again, I've been using it for years now. And I feel a lot better. When I don't use it, I can feel it all in my body. I feel like somebody was beating me up in my sleep, straight body shots, although I think they really do on the low. No. I
What?
think, I think I be getting beat up in my sleep. I think they be whipping my ass.
Sasha, he
Oh
calling
no.
you out. He calling
No,
you
I
out,
ain't talking about
Sasha.
her. I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about them damn kids.
Oh, them too. Them too.
Cause I'll be picking with them all day, every day. I'm always on. So I think when I go to sleep, they come in there and beat my
I wouldn't
ass.
be surprised if Fat Fat.
No, I think Junior will probably defend me if they came in there if he knew. Junior be the first one to sleep, so I know it ain't him. But I
Yeah,
think
he
it'd be
be knocked
Dylan.
out. He
I
be
think it'd
out.
be Dylan. It'd be Dylan, Amir, and Maya. They be triple teaming me. Yep. And Sasha just be sitting there watching. Yep.
Sasha said she ain't got nothing to do with that.
You know what?
It's the kids.
Bing
Yes, it
bing.
is, Nikki. It's the kids. Yeah, they said payback. I'm always messing with them. Always. I like before I want to say like an hour before the podcast started. I was in the mirror room and I beat him up, giving him body shots. As he big now, he like my height. So
Right.
I gotta make sure I keep that little nigga in check. Let him know who dog around here, who king around here. You gotta let him know you want to be the best. You gotta beat the best. Hello. But you know, it's all fun. It's all fun again. I love them kids. I do anything for them. Yeah, he big now. He better watch out. You know, I ain't gotta watch out nothing. Yeah, see, nigga, little James, he ain't little. That's Big James. That's Big James. 6'1". Stay out his way. Stay out his way. Stay out his way. Cause when I was, I gotta look up. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like to look up to somebody I'm older than. That's crazy. Shit. Little James, he funny though. I had to talk with him outside of the wedding. He funny. He was talking about his permit test and whatnot. Talking about how he gonna try to cheat the test. I said, don't do that. They gonna catch you. He was like, they gonna catch me. I'm fast. I said, yeah, okay, all right. He do nickname Hickey Boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tell him don't know. Tell him Hickeys are a no-go over here. Them things, no.
Health
Those are
wise,
Cause
not
blood
healthy.
clots.
Yeah, those are blood clots. You don't tell him stop doing that.
yeah.
Tell him don't doing that. That's not good for it's not good for his body. It feel good. It do. It do. But no, it's not right. I want bet. I'm trying to put on some music before we log off. I get it
Oh
laughing.
boy, you sound just like
But you
Hickey.
you, you wanna but
Yeah.
you wanna probably never mind. We can skip that. We can do that for next time. I'll make sure I bring my iPad home from work. Yes, I do sound like him. So
Jesus.
dang, yo.
Wait.
She be hating.
No, I don't be hating. It's just y'all sound just alike. I be like, that is him. That's him talking.
You just can't get over the fact of the smooth voice, right, DJ?
Oh
Uh-huh.
Lord.
Yep, that's the voice that swoops off her feet.
Hmm. Look, DJ, twist your mustache.
Yeah.
Y'all stupid. Okay.
See, he had hair there, Daddy had braids and whatnot. He
Right.
had hair there. So he probably like, that light skin shit. His hair flaying around like he was fucking symbol for fucking Lion King with his light skinned ass.
Woo. I'm telling your father. I'm telling.
Lord, you hit that on the nail.
Oh. No, listen, I'm gonna send him the video, and I send the recordings to Chantel every week after the podcast, so they gonna listen to it. Yeah. You ever seen the scene in Lion King where he got wet and he was like, that was daddy.
You stupid.
That was him. He got you. He was like, and you was just like, he's so dreamy.
Whatever, DJ.
She was like, I want to do his hair. Mm-hmm. Doing his hair led to me being born.
DJ, shut up.
It's so aggravating. Go to bed, DJ. Good night, DJ. Go to bed.
And get your brother.
Listen. Woo!
Only
That
day.
was funny. That was funny.
My children
We
been
just
crazy.
joking here. It's all laugh. It's all love. The kids looking at me crazy. Yeah, Nick probably gonna crack it up.
Where my babies at?
I
Let me
wish I
see them.
could. Who?
My niece and nephew. Let me see my
No, they
baby.
upstairs. They upstairs. Leave them niggas upstairs.
Look here. You go to.
Well, listen, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I love everybody that came to join. that come to speak about their life experiences. Ma, I appreciate you for getting on and telling your perspective on what co-parenting look like. Um, yeah, listen, again, it's all love here.
Co-parenting
We
don't work out for some people.
No, it doesn't, but you got to continue to try because it ain't
Yeah.
about you and your feelings, it's about the kids. We love y'all. We hope to see y'all again next week. I'm going to work on uploading some videos of this podcast so people can reflect on it, watch it and whatnot. I've been learning. I know y'all seen some videos go up, so I'm learning how to do it. I'll work on posting more. But we appreciate y'all for being here. We hope to see y'all again next week. We love y'all. Have a good night.
Love you too.
Nope.